I was very pleased last night in going back to the room, and my wife had the experience in the hot seat, and it made for a quite contrasting experience in going home to the hotel. And because I was observing what appeared to me the conflict that Cherie was feeling, and I had the impression that she wanted me to participate and give answers and really get involved into the conversation. And my feeling was, okay, I'm obviously involved in this conversation, and I would really love to go general. So to put it in the ways that you put in some of the tapes, go take a nap, go for a walk, or do something, or meditate, it's, well, that's really what I would like to do, because I know from having been there before that nothing good is going to come from this negative downward spiral. And I was very pleased, and still am pleased, to have noticed that, and to, I think, have done a fairly good job at keeping not only my composure, but meditate and go to sleep. And I had a great night's sleep, with the intention of waking up in the morning with a new positive, uplifting, enjoyable attraction point. And I'm aware that somehow, somewhere, whether I could clearly define it, there's something in my vibration that I would love to clean up. And when I say clean up, it's valuable because obviously I'm here thinking about it, and it's an opportunity for me to go beyond and expand, and I would love some help with that.
Well, if someone is asking something from you, and you know from past experience that because of their current state of vibration, that your participation in it is probably not going to enhance it, or at least that's what you're thinking. So you decide to go general, but you interpret going general to escaping from the situation.
Okay.
In other words, I will leave the conversation because being there won't help, or I will meditate, which is leaving the conversation. I will go to sleep, I will take a nap, I will take a walk, I will remove myself from the situation, which sometimes is a good strategy, but it is not what we mean by going general.
Okay.
What we mean by going...
You're making someone very happy right now.
By going general, we mean staying right where you are and not needing a circumstance to change, not needing a change from the other person, not needing a change of scenery, not needing a change of anything. Just deciding to change my perspective to make where I am standing work better for me. And so, let's say there is a difference of an opinion happening between two people. The best example of going general is stepping right back as clearly as you can to your most basic intention relative to this person. I so love being your partner. I'm not saying that I love being in the middle of this conversation right here, right now. That's more specific than...
Sure.
But I do so love being your partner. So you haven't withdrawn. One day we were talking to a mother who had a son who was troubled, and she said, but Abraham, if I do what I think you're asking me to do, my son will feel forsaken, forgotten. And we said, no one feels forgotten when you're giving them your undivided attention. But by undivided attention, we mean aligned attention, which means sometimes you have to distract yourself from the vibrational frequency that they are offering in order to give them your undivided attention. Now, this is really a good conversation, because usually someone who's arguing with you about something, who is wanting your attention, they don't know it, but they're asking for your divided attention, because they're already divided in their attention. They are already not in alignment with who they are. And so as they draw you in, Esther would say to Jerry, I really want to know what you think about this. So he would tell her, and then she would disagree with him. And then he would say, I don't think you want my opinion. I think you want my agreement. And that's sort of a natural thing. Everyone seems to want an agreement, but we want to say to you that the agreement that you're looking for is that coming home feeling that you were defining earlier. The agreement is the agreement between you, and you can find it somehow, some way, in just about every situation pretty quick. In other words, sometimes it feels better to take a nap, and it's easier to go off by yourself and then find agreement with yourself. We agree that that is fastest way sometimes to find agreement, but we also want you to accept that you don't have to go anywhere to find that agreement between you and you.
Right.
And when you show yourself that, the feeling of freedom will be pronounced, because now you are free to explore in depth right where you are, rather than always running away from something that does not feel comfortable.
Can you expand just a little bit on the running away part? Because I'm not sure I get that part.
Well,
did you mean running away as in taking a nap and just...
Yeah.
Okay,
We mean when you withdraw your attention from a subject rather than align yourself with the general core of the subject, you have in essence moved away from it. There is a sort of retreating, and the thing that's often weird about that is that in doing so, you've established a new vibrational dynamic that's going to call you back to it over and over and over again. Where if you stay
Which
there...
has been very obvious.
Where if you stay there in your newly found general place, there is a resolution that takes place and a new benchmark of vibration, which it's more likely that next time you return to a situation like that, you'll start in a more aligned frequency. And if you do it often enough, then the misalignment will become, for the most part, non-existent. You can work the bugs out of that. Really a good conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All the way to the back? Yes. We're pointing right here? Yes.